you?
I'm good. I'm good. I feel like we're reconnecting since I just saw you a few weeks ago.
I know. I
Yeah.
know. I'm aching for like a bite of those pancakes you got up there on the screen.
I I feel my personal belief is that pancakes could definitely solve pretty much anything,
Oh, world
Uh,
peace, baby. I know.
right. Fills the trauma, and the more sugary syrup, not so bad either. So yeah, for sure, for sure. Man, I'm glad that you got time. I know it took us a while to get together. You've had a lot going on. Um, between oh, I don't know, like running businesses and personal stuff and this and that, and life, good grief,
And a
so
dog, my
and a
beautiful
dog.
dog.
Yeah, yeah. uh Pretty much you name it, and
Well, I'm so glad we were able to carve out this time.
yeah, yeah. You man, like, we'll just jump in because you are so busy and have so many things going on. And the photography, like um, how you've had that for a really long time. Tell me about that business.
Well, let's see. I was in advertising, and my husband and business partner now was in law. He was a lawyer, and we met at this late night class, a writing class, because we just had no lives, and that was a way for both of us to get a little bit of life inside our ridiculous jobs. And anyway, long story short, this happened, love, and we got married and we dumped our jobs and we shoved everything into storage and we put on some backpacks and we headed around the world. And we ended up staying out there for 13 months. And Brett had always been a amateur photographer, but on this trip was really where like that turned into the dream of a business. And I became kind of a photo scout of sorts. And we started in South America and we just traveled east and went around the globe, taking pictures all the way. And on the airplane back, it was like advertising, law, and it was those are great careers, wonderful careers, money paying careers. But like the idiots in love that we were, we we decided to just stay the course for the photography. I actually went back into advertising because got to feed those coffers a little bit. We had emptied them. But Brett hung the shingle for Deutsche Photography in 2006, and then I worked on it part time until I joined full time in 2013. So I've been with it for 9 years. We're co-owners now, and man, we flatlined. I'm talking flatlined like death during COVID. And now
Yeah,
we just wrapped up the best half of a year we've ever had. So, yeah,
awesome.
put those
That's
shoppers on the
amazing.
heart and it came back and we're good.
Yeah, yeah. That's oh, we love a comeback story, right? Is there favorite places that you were, and that y'all got to photograph,
Oh,
considering
man.
you went around the world?
So many of them. I don't even, let's see. Well, South America was just amazing. Rio was fantastic. Um, Peru, Galapagos Islands. And
Wow.
then, we just kind of hopped through Europe because we'd both done Europe and it's super expensive there compared to the rest of the world. But then we hit Africa and it was like, oh my God, Morocco and Tanzania, Zanzibar, South Africa. It was just fabulous. So many photo opportunities, and everywhere you looked was something that we had never experienced before. So,
Wow.
like, just major inspiration. India was phenomenal. Just every sense. I think I gained like three senses there. I don't know. It was more than the regular five, I'll tell you that. And then
Yeah.
probably one of my personal favorites was Vietnam and Cambodia.
Wow.
Um, just such great cultures and just the best people and the best food and so much history and slightly uncomfortable to be an American there is since we basically wrecked their country, and yet they welcome us with open arms. And then we kind of wrapped up over in Australia and New Zealand, which has its own kind of magic. New Zealand is truly like the air sparkles. It's so clean. It literally sparkles. Yeah. But I got to tell you, it's actually really good to be back in New York. So I
Yeah.
love traveling, but home is home. Home sweet home.
So, yeah. Yeah. So most of the photography now is around New York, or do you still does he
Most
still
of
go
it.
around? Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. It's still I would say probably a good 90% of it is in the like the tri-state area.
Uh-huh.
Uh, and about 80% of it is with corporations and nonprofits doing headshots and environmental photos, product, service, showing people, and the businesses in action, lifestyle photography, commercial photography. And then the other 20% is the more personal, like weddings and mitzvahs and special birthdays.
Yeah.
Just shot a guy's Javier's 60th birthday, and they had fireworks and a band, and so
Oh,
a little bit of everything keeps life interesting.
super cool. Super cool. And you do that all the time with him now, right?
That's right. I
Okay.
basically run the business,
Uh-huh.
which ends up being a little more complex than I realized. That you think it's a photographer they're shooting, but which it certainly is. That's the heart of the business and the creative side of the business. But then there's the business side of the business, finding the clients and making sure that we get paid and keeping our websites up and keeping the social media streams going. You know what it is. You've got your business.
Yeah. Yeah. Man, that's fantastic. Now I have to ask you, is that what kind of propelled you to get involved with Shiftco?
It is. Shifco, I got involved with pretty much from the get go. Terry Maxwell is the founder of that. She's phenomenal. She's now my business coach. Big plug to Terry Maxwell. Thank you for helping our business stay afloat. And just before the pandemic started, she had flown up to New York with one of the co founders, Elizabeth Ice, who lives up here. And I was invited to attend one of the first hub meeting in New York City. They were actually founded in Dallas, right near you, Lena.
Yeah.
And it's a global organization. And well, basically their tagline says it all: elevate business, shift humanity. It's the idea that you don't have to choose. You don't have to choose to be this cold-hearted business person who's
Right.
after the money but can't, but therefore don't tell me about the world. It allows you to combine them both, to do good and do well at the same time. And they have curriculum, as I said, coaching of various sorts. They have regular classes, many of which have been super helpful to me. The 6 week sprint to prosperity is one of them. And it's just this ultra tight focus on what you need to do to grow your business during that 6 weeks, and very practical and pragmatic. So
Wow.
made
Wow.
lots of good friends in that group.
Is is that something that people can sign up for? Do
Absolutely.
they
And
have to
I
get
highly encourage
referred?
it.
Yeah?
Go to shiftco.global, and we'll drop the info, in the chat in a bit.
Mhm.
But shiftco.global, and they offer a ton for free. So if you just want to go cruise and check out some of the classes and some of the networking meetings and that kind of thing, absolutely do. Or you
Uh-huh.
can sign up, which I did, for a deeper dive and for more consistent support.
Awesome, awesome.
Yeah.
It looks like, hey, our friend, you know who? Tina. She
Ah,
said,
Tina.
yeah,
Oh,
she said,
yeah.
yeah,
Tina
love,
is one of the original
yeah,
co-founders with me. Yeah. Yeah, we've been there
love
from the
Jifo.
start.
Yeah, yeah.
Good to see you, Tina.
Yeah. She's yeah, tribute. I did love that tribute, by the way. Side note, on Tina. That's so fantastic, right?
Not hard
Um,
to do for her. Yes.
right. Yeah.
Tina is one
Yeah.
of our clients. Yeah. So our building is one of Tina's clients. We're one of the New York City co-ops that thank goodness we have Tina working for us. Save money and be a little greener in this
Right.
not so green world.
Right. Oh man, what a perfect like a whole networking. She says hi to us because we love her. That is like the perfect networking circle, right? From this to
Oh
this to
man.
this to this,
Well, and she's the one who introduced you and me.
Yes, yes, she
Yeah.
did. And I met her, oh gosh, I couldn't, we were talking about like it was like 2 years ago through the Evergreen network and this and that. And it was
Right.
So cool. So yeah. And Keith McNally says hi. And CJ Johnson is here this morning. That's
Hey,
super
y'all.
great to see them. Yeah. We love having a few um, watchers and the viewers, the word. I'm thinking about all this, Sherri, and world traveling, building this business, almost flatlined, as you called it, come back to life in the last 6 months. Very busy in Shift Co. Very busy and just being very active in doing good, and thinking right for people, and all of that. Um, and then some a hard life hit you um, over and over again. And I feel like wanted to know how you're sitting, smiling and grinning. And the thing is, like, you didn't stop smiling and grinning. I know most of the time through all
Oh
of
yeah,
that.
yeah. Let me turn the camera off for a sec. No, but it actually has not been. It has been a roller coaster. The last in the last 3 years, I've had a breast cancer biopsy, 3 uterine biopsies, and by pure happenstance, because I ended up in the emergency room on some other thing, they found this mass in my cervix, and so now I'm going to be having a real fun, a real fun surgery coming up in August. Uh, but you know what? Every one of those ended up being benign, so there's that to celebrate. Um, I've had COVID a couple of times now, and each time it was compared to what some people went through,
Yeah,
not bad at all. And I've got my fantastic husband and my beautiful dog and my amazing family and you people out there who have been so supportive. And I was just kind of amazed actually because I debated whether I should put that on LinkedIn. It's not business, but in fact, you know what? It kind of is because it definitely, I've got to fit that stuff into my workday and keep the business going at the same time, got to pay those bills. So, and I'm so glad that I did put it out there because the response has just been amazing. People will give me tips, how to sit after this surgery, what to ask the doctor, how
yeah.
to work your workday around these things. Yeah. So thanks, y'all.
That that is truly amazing. Did How did you feel originally? Did you debate on putting it out there, or did you feel comfortable? Because there's always these judgers that think that
Yep.
it's not part of it. But just like you said, it is a part of business and how it affects it. I think also do you feel like it would be a different viewpoint because you know we're women, and that it makes a difference?
No, I don't. I don't think. I have to think about that, but my first response is no. I don't think that makes a difference. I I am really pulled into getting to know the whole person, and LinkedIn is really about relationships. It
Hmm.
is not just a platform to go sell yourself or your business. And I am much more likely to respond to people who allow me to see, the blinds behind you, Lena, right? The occasional picture that pops up in someone's background. The world has changed so much since basically the world went online. You're invited into my home, uh, whether I like it or not, but I do like it. Uh,
Yeah,
and so, no, let's see the whole person. Let's see what's going on, 360. I'm not saying you got to dig out family secrets or anything, but yeah,
yeah,
share your life.
yeah, yeah. Do you feel like that makes a bigger difference on your decisions of who you do business with?
Getting to know them, you mean?
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. I am so much more likely to do business with somebody with whom I feel a kinship or a spark,
Mhm.
who actually is interested and interesting. Which is not to say that I'm willing to take a dip in quality because I'm not. So both of those things got to be there. But
Right.
yeah,
Right.
I do like a personal
That's
touch.
yeah. Yeah. It seems like we've had a good shift with all the social media now, to not necessarily require, but maybe ask more in depth and get more personal when we want to be able to have people that do business, see someone that says, I loved the photography. I loved doing that. I loved this picture. We enjoy this businesses, growing them, being a part. I enjoy that. I love that. You want that person that's like really a part of, without just going, I love that.
Right.
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. And how you do navigate through other challenges mixed in business, that might help somebody else
Heck
through
yeah.
it.
I mean, it's
Yeah.
because of that, because of the atmosphere being a little more open now in that way. For instance, our investment banker, well, we did their maternity pictures. It's
Oh.
like there's a real payback for curiosity and interest. And if you're only talking, the bucks at the meeting with the investment banker, never going to get around to photography. But no, we learned, oh, the wife is having a baby. Oh gosh, we do that kind of photography. And so then got to spend a great day out in Central Park, photographing them.
Oh.
Um, yeah, it's nice.
Yeah, yeah. And it won't hurt that he may have more of a tie to really pay attention to your business, right?
True that.
And
Yeah,
just
it's a mutual investment.
you're that top of mind kind of thing that's way different than what used to be the sales way. Now,
Yeah.
big time changes. If you were going to tell somebody from give them advice to up their game or do something different in their business based on all the things you've learned, what would be some of the tips that you would give them?
Join Shifco. Uh, it really has been a tremendous help. Um, my biggest thing is one of my own personal values, and it's just relentless curiosity. Oh, y'all, that's my dog back there. That's Dahlia Dog. Um, you will find more life and more energy and more uh, joy in your work if you are relentlessly curious about it and about the people you work with. Um, trying to think of what other advice I would give. I have to say, I've tried meditating so many times in my life, and it's like keeping a journal. I just never keep up with it. Never keep up with it. And these last few months, I've kept up with it. And the thing that allowed me to keep up with it is the same kind of thing that really works in business, which is just consider the next 5 minutes. Just consider the next 10 minutes. Take it in small bites. Because at first I was trying to do these half-hour, hour-long meditations, and impossible. And it's kind of the same. You know what? Speaking of Tina Larson,
Yeah.
her it's the same thing. Her word for the year is focus. And I think if you kind of set out your strategy, but then you just choose those 2 to 3 things that you're going to focus on that day, whether it's meditation in the next 5 minutes, or if it's social media block this morning, photography in the afternoon, stop all this multitasking. You have multiple tasks, but focus on them one at a time. Um, and that'll get you, it's gotten me at least, a lot further down the path. And I think that focus is really what allowed us to bring our business back to life.
Wow. This is high level nuggets here. Very, very valuable. Because there used to be this time that we all thought that we had to multitask and that it was good. And it seems like that has shifted to a definitely different perspective. Taking 5 minutes at a time seems like it would be much easier you know, to take it in little bites.
And much more rewarding, I think, because if you stick with a task until it's done, you get that oomph. Whereas if you're doing, oh, I'm writing this email, oh, I've got to do this post, oh, I'm editing this photo, oh, I've got to schedule this networking thing, and you just stay on that carousel, by the end of the day, maybe you've accomplished a couple of them. Whereas stay the course for a block and focus, and it's like ding, 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 which is, just its own real boost.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh my, wow, that is fantastic. I mean, I love this. That's excellent advice, people out there. So many different things. Um, I can't thank you enough for the time together because it's so good to see you. I am so glad that we have been able to follow your journey and support you and cheer you on through all of this. And we will all be cheering you on again through your upcoming surgery,
Oh,
and know
thanks.
that that's going to go well and be fine. And you'll be popping back on social media and saying, I'm rocking this. I know for sure. But all this journey and everything you share, just keep doing it. You are so greatly appreciated all the way across the country over here. You do, and what you put out there and bring to humanity.
Lena, right
And
back at you. I got to say,
yeah,
your positivity is absolutely contagious. And your sense of curiosity is clearly really deep. And I appreciate your even giving me the time to sit here and chat with you.
thank you so much, Sherri. I'm so glad to have your friendship too, man. Tina, another shout out. We love you. Thanks for connecting
Yeah.
us, right? Right.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, Sherri, so good to take your time. Thank you for carving it out. And I can't wait to connect with you again. Let's do this a couple months after you're out and settled because you're going to tell us all about it and what's going on. And thank everybody for showing up. And everyone have it's Thursday. You only got to creep through to the weekend. So we both want y'all to have a fantastic rest of the week. So we'll
Yeah,
talk to you
absolutely.
soon. Okay. Thanks,
All right.
Sherri.
Y'all stay cool out there. Thanks, Lena.